Oh man, jigga jigga. Welcome, Black Zoners. Welcome, Black man. You know what time it is. We back here with another installation of more information and the most inspiration right here on Grand Day Baltimore, man. And I'm the gentleman and the scholar, Joey Garner, man, coming to you live. Looking around right now. I'm flying solo dolo, but it's okay, man. YOLO. You only live once, man. So I'm in here today for you, zoners, and we're going to bring you all the good stuff, man. We got a lot to talk about today, man. I'm gonna get in here and Bloviate by myself on the low. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Damon Williams out there, man. He out there somewhere, man. Big shout out to Jade Davis. Big shout out to Ticia Samuel. You know, all the good Zone 16 people that help bring this to you. Yeah. Now, let me find it for you. Y'all know what time it is. If I can find it. All right, there it is, man. Let me pop it up on the screen for you. Yeah. It is Thursday, December 12th, good people, and it's about 46 degrees outside right now, real sunny. We are at 12:03 on the time clock right now, man. So if it's time for you to go out there, grab your liquid lunch, man. Get into some things, man. You know, run some errands before you head back to the cubicle. Hopefully, you're banging out like me right now. You're working remotely and you're getting things done, man, from home, and you're making it happen, man. But other than that, we're looking at the rest of the week. We see 44, cloudy on Wednesday, and then the clouds go away, man. It gets a little sunny, but the temperature is a little crazy out here. Classic Baltimore weather, man. Up and down. Thursday, 40 degrees, then. Friday, 50 degrees, and who knows what it's going to be like on the weekend. We do, and we're going to let you know on Thursday, man, because you know Grand Day comes to you every Tuesday and Thursday out here, man. Now, if Damon was here, I would be able to talk with him about the weather this past weekend, man. You know, he curses. That guy Damon Williams out there, man, calling for snow. And if you were in Baltimore County, man, Hereford, Howard County, any of those counties out there, man, that support Zone 16 Network and watching Grand Day, you guys would know that we got snow over the weekend. Wait, where is it? No, wrong one. I'm a summer baby, zoners. I'm not ready for this snow stuff, man. And you know, already this early in the season it's not even Christmas yet. It's not even Kwanzaa yet. What is going on, man? It's not even Hanukkah, and it was snow flurries, man, all over the place, man. Sunday night going into Monday morning, you know, like I said, a couple areas got a lot of snow on the ground. And there was bad things, man. A couple areas had 2-hour delays for the kids. You know, even my guy out there, big shout out to Tag. You know, he called me up yesterday. Dad, you see, it was snowing. Man, I wish we could have stayed home. I'm like, man, get out of here, brother. Get out of here. Acting crazy, man. But y'all know what time it is. Time to keep it moving into today's top stories. Yeah. All right, now, if you were flying high with us over the weekend, man, you guys got to see. Boom, them Dirty Birds, man. They did the daggone thing out there, man. Big shout out to the Dirty Birds out there, man. The Ravens, Charm City's own Baltimore Ravens, clinched the top spot in the AFC with a 10-3 record after a dramatic 37-31 overtime victory against the Los Angeles Rams on Sunday. Now, last night, I know Titus is going to be upset about this one, man. Following the Miami Dolphins loss on Monday Night Football, the Ravens maintained their lead in the conference. You see it up there, man. Lamar popping the L up on the screen for you. See it. Number one in the AFC, man. Number one right now. Track the stats. All right? Now, here's the thing. The Ravens now have a one-game advantage for the first round bye and home playoff games, home field advantage throughout the playoffs, all right? And then even in their own division, the Ravens got a 2-game lead for the division crown. You know they like to call us the Kings of the North, man. So, things are looking pretty nice out here for the hometown team. All right? Now, with favorable results from the other teams, the Ravens control their playoff destiny, holding a better than 99% chance of reaching the postseason. Listen to that statistic out there, man. What do you think is going on? I mean, you get only, 100%, right? Well, I guess we go 99.5, man. There you go, because it can't get any better than that, man. All right? And then the AFC North title is also within reach with an 87% probability, despite stiff competition from the Browns, Squealers, and I'm not even going to mention that other team. We don't even respect those guys anymore. We don't even talk about people who live in Cincinnati or root for that team in Cincinnati, man. Those guys are awful. But hey, man, it's always a good time when you roll into December and you see that guy, L-Jack, still healthy on the field, still helping the team out, all right? And then he got a little help from the special teams out there, right? We talk about the Ravens being the cardiac kids, man. And if it wasn't for Tylen Wallace, shout out to Pass Rush Bay out there, man. He got to see his guy, Tylen Wallace, make a play for the first time, man, in a long time, man. And luckily, that brother kept his head held high, and he stayed with the program, man, because he knew that eventually his opportunity was going to come to help push things forward for the Ravens. And it showed up, man. It showed up out there, and that's a good thing, man. So right now, I mean, we want everybody to stay a little healthy, but we saw Kyle Hamilton, a.k.a. Blamilton out there, the big head basher. He's the head part of the headbanger gang out there. He went down, Zonas. Yeah, young brother went down. His knee was hurt. And I don't know how that's looking for the future, because we need everybody healthy. All right, this time of year, this is the only time of year you'll hear me use that pronoun. You'll hear me say we, because when it gets close to the postseason, when it gets close to the Super Bowl time, man, you got to root for your hometown team. You gotta hold your chest out. You say it with your chest. You gotta hold it out and root for those people, man, because it's time. It's time, man. It's time to lock in as a fan. It's time to lock in as a Ravens coach and make it happen, y'all. We 12 years away from the last one. Now, we like to keep this thing within the, within that small window time frame. We like to win one every 10 to 12 years out here. So it's time, man. It is time for the Ravens to do their thing. And I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen, Zonas. Let us know what's going on out there, Zonas. Let us know how you feel about the Ravens being number one right now. That's what they are, y'all. Ravens, number one in the building, man. And it's always a good thing when the hometown team is winning, because, fans get to root for them. Everybody's beaming, feeling all warm and fuzzy on the inside with pride, man. It's always a good time, man. Hey, big shout out to Bobby Baltimore out there, man. I missed you the last couple of times, Bobby Baltimore, but I'm gonna try to link back up with you, man, on your platform, man. And we're gonna talk football talk, man, because every once in a while, my old curmudgeon-y self out here, I got, I revert back to my old ways, and I gotta talk some ball, man, some good old classic. Lace up the cleats, tighten down the helmet, buckle up your chin strap, and bust people's heads open, man. Ball, man. But that's it right there for the first block, man. Hey, make sure you guys stick around. Make sure you're out there in the zone, watching us, minimizing us on the screen, man. You got us going to the liquid lunch with you. You're hitting that subscribe button. You're hitting that thumbs up, man. We need you to smash that like button so you guys get us in your algorithm out there. Yeah. You like how I use that word, right? Yeah. Professional Bloviating at its finest, man. We're going to holler at some sponsors, and we're going to come right black. Y'all know what time it is. Welcome black, man. Hey, give a big shout out to our guy Dub out there, man. He's out there somewhere, man. And he had an appointment today. I ain't gonna violate no laws or anything out here, but he's out there somewhere, zoners. If you see him in the streets or you see him out and about, holler out to the brother, man. Tell him Grand Day Baltimore, because that's what time it is. All right, let's keep on moving with these news blocks out here, man. Now, we keep our reporting here consistent, and a few shows ago, you guys can always scroll through the Grand Day playlist on YouTube, or you can head on over to www.zone16.net, man, and check us out, because over there, you know how it is, man. We got everything stacked up for the people. All the Zone 16 good stuff, all the Rhythm and Spirits good stuff, all the Ark and Trolley stuff that's coming soon, man. You can check it out on our website. But, we talked about it on YouTube on the Grand Day. What was it? I'm trying to think of the exact episode, and I can't, man, because we were talking about Spotify laying off employees. Well, guess what else is happening, man? This time of year, things are getting a little crazy. Boom. Pop it up there for you. All right, you see it, man. Y'all also heard me and Damon geek out about our toys the other day, but one of my favorite toy companies, Hasbro, they laying off people during the holiday season, man. How that sound, fam? Struggles continue for Hasbro as it grapples with a challenging business environment, prompting another round of layoffs. The Rhode Island-based toy and game company is cutting around 1,100 positions, following a previous reduction of about 800 to 900 jobs after a strategic review last fall. Hasbro CEO Chris Cox acknowledged the unexpected and persistent market challenges, expressing confidence in the company's future, but stating the necessity of tough decisions. The affected employees have been or will be notified soon. Jeez, man. With the remaining reduction spread over next year. Hasbro plans, let me say that one more time. Say that 3 times fast. Hasbro plans to let go of its underused Providence office in 2025 and consolidate at its Pawtucket headquarters. Despite a recent sales boost in the U.S. retail industry, the toy department faces uncertainties this season, with toy makers cautioning about a potentially soft season post-pandemic sales spikes. And looks like y'all not going out there buying the G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip for the kids, man. Gotta get the kids something for Kwanzaa, man, because it's that time of year. Get the Watoto some Yawati. Did I say that right? I hope I said that right, man. Make sure you get them the gifts out there for this upcoming holiday season, man. I know with my own kids, sneakers. My son, he isn't really into the toy thing. He wants video. He's a video game junkie. And then Lil Mama, my daughter, I already know, man. Big shout out to Aja Gunn out there. I already know. She's just gonna say, Dad, give me money. That's how it is, man. Give me money. All right. Also, boom, in the news. All right, now you see it. We're talking about the layoffs here. So you see, Americans are complaining about spending more. Many Americans grappling with financial challenges as household expenses outpace income growth. A recent poll by the Associated Press NORC Center of Public Affairs research reveals that 2/3 of Americans have seen increased household expenses in the last year, while only a quarter report an income increase. Despite these financial pressures, consumer spending remains robust. The survey indicates that 8 in 10 Americans have either maintained or increased their overall household debt. Rising interest rates led nearly 3 in 10 Americans to postpone major purchases this year and last. And the end of the pandemic era federal student loan payment pause adds to financial concerns for many. It's getting crazy out here. All right, now, while a slight majority, 54% to be exact, describes their household financial situation as good, confidence has declined since March 2022. It's bizarro world times we're living in right now. They saying that the economy is doing good. Look, I saw something the other day that was saying that Baltimore had one of the best economy or fastest growing economies out here. And then we look at other reporting and we see that polls show that people don't feel that way, man. We see that polls show that people are not happy with what is going on. It's bizarro world stuff, man. Bizarro world stuff out here, fam. You know what I mean? Because, hey, the powers that be, the capital THEY, the they, you know, they're saying, hey, man, nothing is better than the American economy right now. But everyone out here realizes, man, things are a little tight. It's a little crazy, you know? And you see it. They're not even buying the kids G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip, man. What's going on, Zoners? How you feeling this holiday season coming up? Any of y'all started? Any of you shopping? Let us know over there in the comments, man. You know how we like to do. We want to keep the conversation moving right here on Grand Day, man. You know, always smash that thumbs up and come on back after we talk to our sponsors. There it is. Oh, man, hopefully you got something good in your cup right now at the Liquid Lunch, man, and you're eating good, man. Maybe you went out there and you're grabbing lunch over at the Hillsmere, man. Big shout out to Story. Big shout out to Chef Diggs over there, man, cooking up the Dig It sauce out there. The Hillsmere, it's always a good time, man. Make sure you get over to 5707 Bel Air Road on Sundays for the brunch. You saw it up on the screen, man. $45. $45, man. You go in there. You can get yourself waffles. You can get yourself omelets. You can get yourself home fries, bottomless mimosas. It's a good time, man, with DJ Rock Nice in the building and maybe a Ravens game on at the same time, man. It's always a good time at the Hillsmere, you know? You know. Now, all right, talk about bizarro world stuff, right? Talk about real crazy stuff. How about I saw this, right? When I'm you know, we like to bring you guys out there, Zoners. We like to bring you, you know, not the typical doom and gloom stories. We like to, you know, because we definitely want to inform the people, but, you know, we're a little quirky over here sometimes on Grand Day. And, you know, right now I got my tinfoil kufi on because I saw this story in the news. Now check this one out, Zoners. Boom. Let me pop it up for you. All right. Over 50 U.S. senators have received satellite phones for emergency communication and amid heightened security concerns. All right. Now, the Senate Sergeant at Arms introduced these devices as part of new security measures following the Capitol assault in January 2021. The satellite phones are a precautionary measure in case of emergencies that disrupt communications in parts of the country. Now, what's going on, man? How would that happen? All right, now we're going to dig into this a little deeper here. All right, the satellite phones are a precautionary measure, right? And at least 50 of the senators have accepted these phones, which Senate staff recommend keeping close during travel. All right. This initiative is funded by federal resources aiming to provide a communication backstop during crises. All right. Additionally, security upgrades, including duress buttons and safety measures are being showcased in demonstration spaces in the Russell Senate office building. All right, now, you're going, like, people are like, well, why are they reporting about this? Why are they talking about this on Grand Day? Now, a little bit later in the show, we're going to talk about, all right, now, if you stuck with us in the past and you follow CCR, right, the Charm City Report, you guys know that CCR did Film Noir, where we break down black film. Any film out there that has anything to do with, or it has black leads, black directors, black cinematographers, black producers. Well, currently, former President Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama, they have a production company called Higher Ground Production. And they brought out this movie called Leave the World Behind. Now, in this movie, it was what we just discussed about the senators needing these satellite phones, all right, to keep themselves alert if communications drop, if the internet drops, if, what they like to call it, SHTF, right? Shit hit the fan out here, all right? Well, this happened in that movie. Now, this is a little weird, and even the satellite phone was turned off in that. And now, apparently, the Senate Sergeant at Arms, he was passing out these satellite phones because they allow you to get cell service and phone service, communication service, regardless of what's going on, whether or not the internet is active or anything, whether or not the phone systems are active. And, so that's why the Senate Sergeant at Arms was passing them out. And in this movie, the rich, when SHTF out there, even the satellite phones weren't working. And I want you to stick around with me, Zoners, because we're going to discuss Leave the World Behind for a little bit, man. I wish Damon was here. Shout out to Jade Davis, man. I wish my gal out here, man. I wish Jade Davis was in the building, man, so we could talk some real film noir, because that movie, you talk about art imitating life. Well, we got to see it. We definitely got to see it. It's going down, man. Maybe you really need to start prepping out here, Zoners. I don't know. You tell me. Is that what's going on out here? Is it really prep time in the world? Sheesh. Gets a little crazy when you really have to live bizarro world life situations in real life, man. Whew. Tough times. Hey, make sure you keep rocking out with us, man, and you got your finger on that thumbs up button, man. Keep smashing that thing, man, because this is what we do over here at Grand Day. We want you to support us, and because we always want to support you on Zone 16 Network, man, the people's platform out there. And let me make sure the music comes back up. It always likes dropping out when I want to transition to another song, man. Always good stuff out here. Always good stuff. I should have known something was up, though, earlier when the Stream Deck didn't load up on time. It was acting a little funky. But it's all good. It's all good. We back up and running. Boom. We're going to holler at our next sponsor out here. And guess what? We'll be right back. Yeah. We back up in the place to be, man. And you see it. One of the things that we do over here on Grand Day, man, we always take people on a tour of the spots, the classic spots, the vintage. You see the vintage shot behind us right there. Now, here's the thing, man. We're going to wait till Thursday, so make sure you tune in on Thursday to the 12 o'clock episode of Grand Day, because we're going to give away another ticket to Rhythm and Spirits if you can openly answer the question on the where are they now, Cam, man? Where are we now in the great city of Baltimore, fam? Y'all looking at it right there on the screen now. I gave you a little cheat sheet right there because you can still see that, you know, Damon's not here. Now, his camera will usually probably be blocking that up on the screen. But if you look, you can kind of see where we are right now. So, hey, if you're out there with us, if you're rocking with your boy, the gentleman in the sky out there right now, man, let me know over in the comments. Where are we now? What area of Baltimore is this? Anybody? Hey, if you can get real specific with the street, I would love it, man. I definitely would love it. And we want you to let us know if you know where we are right now, man. Good stuff, good stuff. Let me find this. Boom. You can always holler at us over at info@zone16.net, man, if you got any information or, you know, you want anything posted up here on Grand Day. Hey, even if you got a photo, right? You see all of the photographs in the background that we like to use. Help me out. Help a brother out, you know, when it comes time, when I'm scouring, looking for photos to put up in the background, all of that good stuff. You can send them over to attention. Grand Day at info@zone16.net, man. That's what we do. You know, any questions you have, we'll be sure to answer them all out. You know, I'll forward it to the top crack research team out there and make sure they get that information and talk to us out there, man. Good stuff. Boom, like this one. All right, now this is an easy one. Like where would I be right now? You know, where are we right now? You know, I'm looking around. I know where we are. This is the harbor, the aquarium, right? That's an easy where's Joey right now question out there, man. Best date in town on Friday night, man. Friday after 5, prices take a dive, man. And now I'm looking at the clock. Zoners, it's the bottom of the hour out there, man. 12:30 on the clock. So hopefully the liquid lunch and the lunch table vibes are rocking out for you, man. And you guys out there following us. I've seen a couple of zoners jump in and out of the chat, you know, jump in and out of the viewing, man. Hopefully you guys are sticking with us and keep it coming, man. Keep it moving. So, second half of the show, we always know what time it is, man. Second half of the show, we talk birthdays, fam. We always talk birthdays. And we celebrate our story, not his story. We celebrate our story over here on the second half of the show. Now check this one out. There's some good birthdays today, man. Good ones. Boom. Put it up on the screen. Yeah. You see it. Happy birthday to the real diva out there. Dionne Warwick. 5-time Grammy Award-winning singer Dionne Warwick, born in East Orange, New Jersey. All right, today is that sister's birthday. She is most well known for her hits, Don't Make Me Over, Walk On By, and the theme from Valley of the Dolls. You've Lost That Loving Feeling. Yeah, you remember that one, right? I'll Never Love This Way Again. Man. And her signature tune, Heartbreaker. Big shout out to sis out there, man. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. And posthumously, we're celebrating jazz saxophonist Grover Washington Jr., man. He was born on this day in Buffalo, New York. He is most well known for his compositions Just the Two of Us and Mr. Magic. You know, but unfortunately, the great saxophonist transitioned and went on to be with the other ancestors, man, in 1999 after suffering a heart attack. But today, on this day, December the 12th, we give them both shout-outs, man. That's what we do here. We give flowers to our people. Happy birthday. Now, also, like I said, we like to talk about our story over here. Not his story, but our story. Okay? Peep this. On this day in history, fam. Bam, let me put it up on the screen. In 1963, December the 12th, the East African nation of Kenya achieved independence from Great Britain, with Jomo Kenyatta as its first prime minister. History at its finest, man. Big shout out to Eliud Kipchoge out there, man. I got to say that because I'm a runner, y'all. I've transitioned past the football and basketball days of the past when I was struggling out there on the bench. And now I'm running, man. I hit these streets. I pound that rock, man. Big shout out to bro out there. Big shout out to all those Kenyan athletes out there, man. Because on this day in history, in 1963, you gained independence from the powers that be. Good stuff. Good stuff. Also, on this day in history, we're going to bring it back. Boom. Run it back, man. All right. Now, for me, screen left, on this day in 1872, the original man out there, African-American George Grant, inventor, patents the golf tee. Think about that, man. You never really think about golf being a sport that's our sport. And we saw for a long time when Tiger Woods dominated that thing, that hey, we definitely do the damn thing out there on the green. All right? that make me think of that in Living Color joke back in the day. We eat our greens. We don't play on them. But hey, man, without this young man, without George Grant patenting the golf tee and inventing it, the game would not have been able to move forward as fast as it could. Also on this date, in 1995, you see it on screen right, man, Willie Brown defeats incumbent mayor Frank Jordan to become the first original man, first indigenous person to be the mayor of San Francisco. San Francisco, California, man. Shout out to my cuz out there, man. Shout out to Angie Briggs. She's out there working for Uber. Damn, I'm putting all her business in the street, but she's a San Franciscan. And so is Willie Brown, man. On this day in history, Willie Brown became the first mayor of San Francisco. Sheesh. Man. Look, y'all. We like to look. That's what we do here, man. We're going to bring you guys, our story, all the important information that's going on about us, because what we try to do here is change the narrative and drive inspiration. We want to bring the most inspiration because Zone 16 is the people's platform and Grand Day is the place for Baltimore. All right? Now, we're going to holler at our sponsors real quick. And guess what? I'll be right back because we want to talk this leave the world behind, fam. It was crazy. It was crazy. Come right back, please. Hey, Zoners, you see it's coming back. December 23rd, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. over at La Familia Soundstage. Zone 16 Network is bringing back Rhythm and Spirits for another installment, man, of a good time. You know who we are, the Aux Court Guards. We got the live music out there for the people. The Rodney Kelly Experience, Project Untitled, and music curated by the pretty girl, Tierra Lanice. Remember, it's always themes to these events out there, man. And this one, for the holiday season for Kwanzaa, man, we are timeless and sophisticated. So wear your best black, wear your gold, wear your white. We want to look classy out there. We're going to get sharp. We're going to put on our Scooby-Doos. And you can grab a ticket, man. You see it right there. You can grab a ticket over at zone16.net. That is www.zone16.net. They're only $25. Tickets is going fast. They going fast, Zoners. So make sure you get you one. And come on and have a good time with us over at Rhythm and Spirits. Gonna be a good time, man. Gonna be a good time. Now, look, like I said, I got my 10-4 kufi on today, man. And The reason why, earlier in the show, you heard me talking about the satellite phones out there, and you're like, well, why is he talking about the satellite phones? Well, over the weekend, follow us on all platforms. You see it down there in the bottom, man. You could be following us at Zone 16 Net over on X or Zone 16 Network on Instagram. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you share, subscribe, all that good stuff. But here's the deal, right? Over the weekend on socials, man, trending was this thing right here. All right, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up for you. Boop. Leave the world behind. Leave the World Behind, produced by Barack and Michelle Obama's Higher Ground Productions, has claimed the top spot on Netflix. All right, now this film stars Mahershala Ali, Julia Roberts, Ethan Hawke, and Kevin Bacon, and also a young star out there. It's hard pronouncing the young lady's name, but I believe it's Mahalia. All right, yeah. This apocalyptic drama, adapted from Rumaan Allen's 2020 novel, explores a society in chaos. All right, in chaos. Boom. As things fall apart. Shit hit the fan out there, y'all. Shit hit the fan. Now, what happens in the movie, right, is there was a infrastructure collapse, right? Technology collapsed out there, and things started to go haywire. All right, now, here on social media, right, a lot of people that have watched the movie complain about, the hour and 40-minute runtime. I can agree with that a little bit. Now, hey, not saying that I'm not a fan of movies that take time to develop. That may be the problem with a lot of people now, in our hurry up and click, hurry up and swipe world that we're in. Individuals don't have the time to sit down anymore and digest, good books, digest good literature, digest good film, So people out there complaining about the running time. I think, a lot of that could have been solved by, a little better editing out there. They had a couple scenes that were running back and forth that they could have just shown once. And, you're going to get a little bit of spoiler alerts here. But the film, directed by Sam Ishmael, defies expectations, evolving from a satire to a thriller. All right? Now, it's being praised for its subversiveness. If you listen to it, it's a lot of language out there that is man, in the movie, they're saying a lot of things where you're like, for real? Like, wait, they put that in the film? It's kind of crazy that they would do that, man. And you gotta listen to these things, man. You gotta pay attention to a lot of these movies when you watch them, because things get crazy. Get crazy, man. Leave the world behind. All right, now, like I said, this movie was talking about, it had a lot of inside information. There were people there that had fallout shelters for when shit hits the fan. There were people there that had, a lot of emergency, bunkers in their house, and of course, guns. And the movie also shows how the division amongst us right now, when chaos hits, may ensue even more. So, it got a little crazy. It got a little crazy out there, and especially for you as a viewer to realize, well, man, to hear this type of information come from, I have to use their first names just to shorten it, Barack and Michelle Obama's production company, it kind of makes you wonder, right? Because, you say, well, does art imitate life a lot? You know what I mean? Is this coming down the pipe? And, you hear people talk about it all the time with a shit hit the fan scenario situation out there where, things around us begin to collapse. And, how are you going to handle yourself in these situations? And that's what this movie deals with, man. Check it out on Netflix, man. It's always a good time. Always a good time when you watch a good Netflix film, man. I sat down with the other half of the Wellionaires out there, Ticia Samuel and we dove deep into it. And like I said, it was a little scary, Zonas. It was a little scary. Now, the length of the movie made it drag a little bit. I will give them that. And they could have did some other things, with I was expecting more action, more to see what happened, but that's what made it good to me. It veered from the normal end of the world scenarios, right? If you're a type of person that watches like 2012 or Geostorm or any of those movies out there like that, right? If you're that individual out there, leave the world behind has you thinking that it's going to start like that kind of movie. But basically what they did was, it was a lot of dialogue. Mahershala Ali got to show off his skills, and Julia Roberts got to show off her skills, man. And we don't think of her as a Karen, as a racist Karen at that. We definitely don't think that about the sister. But that's kind of the role that she was playing. And it's about two families that are caught in the same house doing we're not going to say the end of the world as we know it. It wasn't in the Yodowaki scenario, right? It was no giant asteroids coming down, killing people like dinosaurs or anything out there. But it definitely was a situation where society began to collapse, and they were trying to figure out, what they were going to do about it, figure out what they were going to do about it, how to survive in that situation. So, hey, what would you do, Zonas? I know myself, I fall down that YouTube rabbit hole sometimes as a prepper, and all around the house I got, well, we call them tools here, but I got my knives. I got things in the house to keep us safe just in case anything happens. We got the bar to put on the door. The basement door is definitely barred. Spare water, things of that nature that that we don't even touch. We just keep it down there stored for a rainy day just in case anything happens. You never know. And honestly, a big shout out to my mom out there. My mom has a green thumb, and the last couple of years I've actually been taking the time trying to figure out how to, develop a green thumb of myself. Because, if things actually do hit the fan, where are you going to get your food from? Everybody's going to be in the market fighting for it. Everybody's fighting over the toilet paper already when it snows. So you definitely know that you might catch a pipe to the head when you go get your apple or your broccoli or something. So it's always good to increase your knowledge base and grow some stuff, man. And leave the world behind puts you definitely in a situation where you're like, what would I do? What would I do? Trying to figure it out, man. Trying to figure it out. What would you do, Zonas? We don't know. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask you all one more again. I'm going to pop it up on the screen for him. One more again, man. Booyah. Make sure you come. Make sure you purchase your ticket, because it is going to be a Stone Groove, baby. Stone Groove at the next Rhythm and Spirits event. And we want y'all there. We want you to have a good time with the Zone 16 crew. Come on, come see us, dance with us. Tierra Lanice is gonna be on the ones and twos with it. And hey, look, if you were at the last one, man, you understand the Rodney Kelly experience. It is exactly that. It is an experience. Now, I have not had the pleasure of seeing Project Untitled live. I've only seen samples of their music on the internet and everything. But man, if you listen to those brothers, man, Project Untitled on socials, on the web, man, you got to get your ticket to make sure you come through and have a good time with us over there for Rhythm and Spirits. Well, you guys know what time it is. When you hear that music in the background, that growth, you know that we have completed another one for the books, man. Episode 29. What y'all know about that? 29 of these things in the books, man. We coming to you every Tuesday and Thursday for the lunch table vibes, for the liquid lunch mash out. Grand Day. We want you all to come back on Thursday, man. You know what time it is. It's going to be Damon and I. We're going to be back in here. One of these days, we're going to get Jade in here with us too, man. She's out there doing the thing. She's helping the kids right now during the daytime. Big shout out to the fam. Big shout out to all the zoners out there. Come back. We want you to come back. See you Thursday. Peace.